Very good morning to all of you. Welcome back. I hope you guys have revised what I have discussed in the previous session. As discussed in the previous session, I told you guys to try to solve the questions what I have discussed in the class using concepts. So I hope you guys have revised what I have discussed till now. Anyone with any doubts or queries in standard costing? Mehak, give me some time since it's standard costing, so I'll be taking your queries on standard costing only as of now. So anyone with any doubts or queries in standard costing? We have discussed material variance. So let me give you a brief about what all we discussed in standard costing. So when talking about standard costing or variance analysis, it's a part of management accounting. It's a tool of management accounting and it assists management in decision making. Further, when talking about standard costing, we do compare the target set with the actual results. And whatever the difference between the target set and the actual results, we call it as variances. Why this variances? That also standard costing technique help us to figure out. So standard costing technique, first they calculate the variances, and further why these variances, that also standard costing techniques help us to figure out. So when talking about the variances, what I have discussed material variance. The first variance what we discussed was material cost variance. That was standard quantity into standard price minus actual quantity into actual price. When talking about material price variance, it is the difference in the price, so standard price minus actual price into actual quantity. Why this actual quantity? I have discussed this part in detail. Now next is material usage variance. It is standard quantity minus actual quantity into standard price. Further, they can be divided in two parts. Material mix variance and material yield variance. When talking about material mix variance, standard mix minus actual quantity into standard price and standard quantity minus standard mix into standard price. Further, material mix plus yield will be usage, usage plus price will be cost. I repeat again, material mix plus material yield will be material usage variance, material usage plus material price will be material cost variance. So this is all what I have discussed in the previous session. Okay, Mehak, I'll take your query. So this is all what I have discussed in the previous session. Further, we discussed two questions also. So let's start with few more questions. So there is a query from Mehak Roy from study material. So let me take her query first. So Mehak, I think you have query in study material, illustration number 2 of study material. I request you guys to open your study material. I'll be discussing illustration number 2. NXC manufacturing concern furnishes the following information. This is illustration number 2. I request you guys to open your study material, page number 13.18. I hope this is the question, Mahek. Yes, Mahek?
Yes, sir.
NXC, right? NXC manufacturing concern.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's start with this question. NXC manufacturing concern furnishes the following information, wherein standard data is given, that is material for 70 kg finished product, 100 kg is the input, and the price of material is rupees 1 per kg. When talking about the output, the actual output was 2,10,000 kgs, material used was 2,80,000, and the cost of material was 2,52,000. You are required to calculate cost, price, and usage variance. So let's start with illustration number 2. So herein budgeted data is given. I'm just arranging the question in the same format what I have discussed. When talking about the budgeted material, see, material for 70 kg of finished product is rupees 100, is 100 kgs. So my output is how much? Output is 70 kgs. My input is how much? There is only one type of raw material that they are using, that is 100 kgs. Price is rupees 1. This is the budgeted data. When talking about actual data, my actual output is how much? My actual output is 2,10,000 kgs. Input is how much? Material used is 2,80,000 kgs. Further, the amount paid for these 2,80,000 kgs is 2,52,000. So my actual price will be how much? 0.9. So this is the budgeted and the actual data. Now, guys, a question from my side. First question. Are these two figures comparable? Yes or no? I want answers from everyone. I'll be putting a variety of questions in today's class. So I want every one of you to actively participate. Yes, Hemen, Nisha, Suhaira, Ankita, Surinder, are these two figures comparable or not? Jash Agrawal, Kambira, Prachi.
No, sir.
So see, these two figures are not comparable. So we have to make them comparable. So we have to prepare revised standard. So 100 kgs for 70 output. So for 2,10,000 output, how much? Very simple, guys. We can calculate standard quantity. That is 100 input for 70 output. 100 input for 70 output. So for 2,10,000 output, how much should be my input? So my input should be 3 lakh. My price is 1. So now my master chart is ready. I hope, Mehak, now you will be able to solve this question very easily, right?
Yes, sir.
So what went wrong with this question? So when you find a question on material variance, try to prepare this table. Again, this revised standard is to be calculated only when the output is not same, guys. So now very simple. See, from examination point of view, when you are writing the solution in exam, do write your formulas. But when talking about, how come these formulas are derived? I hope you guys can frame the formulas. So anyways, we can frame the formulas. But right now I'm writing the solution, then we'll write the formulas. So material cost variance, 3 lakh minus 2,52,000. So this will be 48,000 favorable. Material price variance, what should be my price? 1. What is my actual price? 0.9 into my actual quantity is how much? 2,80,000. Usage variance, how much quantity we were supposed to use? 3 lakh. Standard cost minus actual cost. How come standard cost is calculated? Standard quantity into standard price, actual cost, actual quantity into actual price. Further price, standard price minus actual price into actual quantity. When talking about usage, standard quantity minus actual quantity into standard price. So I hope this part is clear to all. Anyone with any doubts or queries? So whenever you see a question on material variance, try to arrange it in this format. I request you guys to copy the solution. The solution is there in the study material, but the pattern of the solution is a bit different. So I request you guys to solve this, to copy the solution, please. Now see, let's take one or two more questions on material variance. So a question from my side now. A question from my side, a very basic question. And I request you guys to calculate solve. So I request you guys to Anil, I'll be discussing this concept with the help of examples. Don't worry. Anyways, this is the question for you, and I want you guys to post your answer. So I want you guys to start with material cost variance. So do post your answer. I'm waiting for your answers now. Nikunj, the answer is incorrect. And I want answers from every one of you guys. It is correct now, Nikunj. Very good. Go ahead with the other variances. So Pooja, very good. Answer is correct. Do post it is adverse or favorable. Okay. Rest all waiting for your answers. Rohit, Ramchandran, Khushi. I think Meenu is absent today or what? Meenu, Pooja, Byalal, I think they are absent. Mehak, waiting for your answer. Surinder, Anil. This much time is not needed for this question. Gabbar Thakur, waiting for your answer. Akhila, the answer is incorrect. So I've got correct answers from only two students. Gayatri Setia, I'm sorry, it's incorrect. Lohit, it is incorrect. I need to check, Pooja. See, the purpose of discussing this question is very simple. Many students are thorough with the concept, but sometimes when a easy questions comes, they are not being able to solve it. So, okay, so I've got answer from Mehak Roy, Khushi Gupta, Lohit. Everybody's answer is incorrect. Tanmay also, your answer is incorrect. Akhila, your answer is incorrect. Hemin, your answer is incorrect. Prachi Singh, your answer is correct. Very good. So just keep on trying. Read the question carefully. Half of the work is done when you read the question carefully. Surinder, it is incorrect. That's why I told you guys, focus on the concepts. Okay, Ankita, your answer is also incorrect. Focus on the concepts. See, once you learn the concepts, then only you'll be able to solve. See, if you find a question on a particular pattern, you will be able to solve the question. But if the pattern changes, then concepts comes into picture. Anil, first post material cost. Kambira, now it is correct. So, guys, stop solving now. Stop solving. Do pay attention. I got incorrect answer from many students. Suhaira, it is incorrect. So, see, guys, stop writing. Now, see, do pay attention. Surinder, it is incorrect. My first question to all of you. First question. The output is given in the question or not? Yes or no? Very good, Kambira. So those who are saying yes, where is the output? See, anyone can speak to me also. Akila, you said yes. Hemin, you said yes. Gayatri, you said yes. So where is the output? Can you please tell me where is the output given? See, the point is solving the question is not important. You should understand that why this solution is, I mean. So yes, you guys tell me, Akila, Hemin, and Gayatri, where is the output that is given? Output कहाँ पे है? Where is the output? The output is not given in the question. This 30,000 and 40,000 is input, not output. I know everyone is confused because of that only. So herein, output is not given. This is what? 10,000 plus 20,000, 30,000 is my input. And herein also, 40,000 is my input. So since the output is not given, so very simple, guys, we will assume that the output is same. If the output is not given in the question, we will assume that the output is same. So my next question, once the output is same, do we prepare revised standard? Are we required to calculate revised standard?
No, sir.
Suhaira, just wait for some time. I'll be taking this question also. Since output is not given, so we will assume that the output is same. And once the output is same, it means what? These two figures are comparable. So no need to calculate revised standard. So very simple. So I think this was the easiest question till now in material variance. So now what will be the material cost variance, guys? Quick. Now this time I want correct answer. How come, Gayatri? Do calculate it. Hemil, now it is correct. Very good. Pooja, please recheck. Rest everyone. Correct answer. Very good, guys. So very simple. Material cost variance will be 1,30,000 minus 172,500. So this will be 42,500 adverse. What will be material price variance? Can anyone tell me? I want you guys to calculate material price variance. Everyone correct answer now. What will be the material price variance? Very good, Nikunj.
Press.
Anyone else with any other opinion? Very good, Mehak. Now it is correct. Very good. So now what will be the material usage variance? So do post your answers on material usage variance now. Very good. Now this time I've got correct answers from everyone. What will be the material usage variance? Yes, Anil, I want your answer also. Very good, Khushi. Mathili, please recheck your answer because very important. Material price plus usage will be cost. Very good, Pooja. Gayatri, do mention it is favorable or adverse. Yes, Anil, I think Anil is there. See, forget about the range, Anil. My question is very simple. My point is very simple. In material, the basis of comparison is output. So if output is not given, so we will assume that the output is same. The range may vary from company to company. So very simple, when talking about usage for A and B, 10,000 and 20,000 and 15,000 and 25,000.
In
1,000
progress.
adverse and 2,500 favorable will be 42,500 adverse. Very good, everyone. So this is 45,000 adverse and this is 2,500 favorable. So this will be 42,500 adverse. Now the trickiest part, calculation of mix and yield. So what will be the material mix variance, guys? Anil, very important. Do make a note of it. The basis of comparison is output. If the output is same, then we will directly solve the question. If the output is not same, then we will prepare revised standard. Pooja, I'm not sure your answer is correct or not. When talking about the mix variance, very simple. 40,000 is my input. This should be in the ratio of 1:2. My 40,000 should be in the ratio of so my mix should be 13,333 and 26,667. But my actual mix was 15,000 and 25,000. Into the price is 5 and 4. This is my material mix variance. Very good, Pooja. Nikunj, your answers were correct. So I think I got correct answers. Not from many students. It was Surinder. Now you got the answer. Pooja, Byalal and Nikunj. Rest all, I think your answers are incorrect in terms of material mix variance. So what will be the material yield variance? Still, students are not thorough with the concepts. That's why I told you guys that do revise what I have discussed in the previous class in writing. Try to solve the same question twice, thrice, so you will understand how these concepts we have to apply. What will be the material yield variance? The work was supposed to be completed by using 30,000 kgs of material, but it was completed by using 40,000 kgs. 10,000 extra kgs we consumed into the weighted average price, that is 1,30,000 divided by 30,000. So this is the way you guys have to solve the question. Very good, everyone. Just this is for your reference. You can write it down in your notebook, the note. That is, since output is not given in question, we will assume that output is same. Therefore, no need to calculate revised standard. You can write this point as for reference. Further, I request you guys to copy the question and the solution. This is just a point to remember for you guys. What say, guys? One more question. I hope now you're better with the concepts. Should I put up one more question? So let's take one more question.
Kindly send me WhatsApp link.
1 second, guys.
Sir, kindly send me WhatsApp link.
Yes, wait. So waiting for your answers now. So budget data is given for the month for manufacturing 10 units of a product N95. Following are the inputs required. That is 100 kgs of A, 200 kgs of B, and 300 kgs of C. So the total input is 600. From this 600 kgs input, we are getting 10 units as output. When talking about the actual data, this is the actual data given. So do post your answer. I want answer on material cost variance. So Ankita, very good. Your answer is correct. Yes, Nupur, tell me. 1 second, wait for some time. I'll just tell the admin person. Ajit sir, are you there?
Sir, kindly send me WhatsApp link. Today I first lecture attend.
Okay, no problem, no problem. I'll just tell the concerned person to share you the WhatsApp link. Give me some
Okay.
time.
Okay, sir.
Admin sir, are you there? Admin sir, can you please send the WhatsApp link to Nupur Thakur? Ajit sir is there? Ajit sir या मयंक सर? हाँ, अजीत सर या मयंक सर हैं? Okay. So what is the total material cost variance? So Ankita, your answer is correct. Pooja Byalal, your answer is correct. Rest all waiting for your answer. Suhaira, I want your answer on this question. You have raised a query. So that is the query what I want to discuss here. So very good, Pooja. It is correct now. Khushi Gupta, please post the total. Very good. Akila, it is incorrect. Very good, Khushi. It is correct. Very good, Ankita. Rest all waiting for your answer. Yes, Suhaira, I want answer from your end. Do mention you are posting price, cost, usage, whatever it is. Yes, Prachi. Which variance you have posted? Very good, Nikunj. So yes, Mehak, waiting for your answer. Surinder, Suhaira, Jash, Gayatri, Kambira. Very good, Lohit. It is correct. Tanmay, it is correct. Very good, Suhaira. It is correct. I hope now your query is resolved. Yes, Suhaira. Mehak Roy, what exactly you are posting? I'm not getting. Gayatri Sethia, it is incorrect. Surinder Kumar, incorrect. So Prachi Singh, it is incorrect, my dear. Mehak, it is incorrect. Anil, it is incorrect. Again, it's a very easy question. Very good, Ankita. Let me check. Tanmay, Suhaira. Hemin, now it is correct. Very good. Rest everyone incorrect answer. So the names what I have mentioned, their answer is correct. Rest everyone incorrect answer. Kambira, which answer you are posting? Do mention. I just want answer on material cost, price, and usage. So first one is cost. So very good, Hemen. It is correct now. Yes, Ashok, waiting for your answer. Deepak, Gabbar, Manogar, Ramchandran, Nisha Rai, Akhila. Very good, Lohit. So very simple, guys. This budgeted data is given for 10 units of output and actual data is given for 2000 units of output. So again here also the output is not same. This data is given for 10 units of output. This data is given for 2000 units of output. Further, here we are making inputs of 600 kgs and the output is 10 units. It doesn't mean that 590 is the normal loss. So, in many industry, there is no normal loss. Further, there are n number of inputs and we will get one output. Let's take a very basic example. In manufacturing cars, hundreds of inputs are required. Hundreds of nuts, bolts, whatever it is, be it injectors, whatever it is. So there are hundreds of inputs that are required to manufacture one unit of output. So it doesn't mean that here and in this case, 600 is an input and 600 is the input, 10 is the output. So it means 590 is normal loss. No, guys, 590 is not normal loss. So in many industries, there are n number of inputs and output can be one unit. So herein in this case, the output is not given. So sorry, output is given and it is not same. So we have to make it comparable. So herein we'll prepare revised standard. And we'll write down the actual here. So when talking about 100 input for 10 output, so for 2000 output, how much? 40,000. Similarly, here it will be 60,000. 2, 3, 4. Similarly, the actual data is given in the question. So 25,000, 42,000, 63,000, 3, 4, 5. So now the master chart is ready. We can solve any question. So material cost variance. Standard quantity into standard price minus actual quantity into actual price. So this will be 4 lakh minus 5 lakh 58,000. So 1 lakh 58,000 adverse. So to the students who posted incorrect answers, I hope this part is clear to all. Very good, Mathili, it is correct now. Yes, anyone with any doubts or queries in material cost variance? Yes, friends, any doubts? I hope now you guys are getting better with the concepts. Next is material price variance. So 2 minus 3 into 25,000. 25,000 adverse. 3 minus 4 into 42,000. No, Gayatri, no. The basis of comparison is output. Next is material usage variance. 20 minus 25. 40 minus 42. And 60 minus 63. Into 2, 3, 4. So this is 10,000 adverse. 6,000 adverse. 12,000 adverse. So now what will be the mix variance? No worries, Akhila, that's okay. So what will be the material mix variance? I want your answers on material mix variance. What will be the material mix variance? I want answers from everyone now. Yes, friends, what is material mix variance? Very good, Nikunj. I think your answer is correct. Very good, Suhaira. So I've got answer on material mix variance from only two students, Nikunj and Suhaira. Rest all waiting for your answers.
The material usage variance is 28,000 adverse, sir. You put 18,000 adverse.
Sorry.
Yes.
Thanks. Thank you, Nikunj. Yes, material mix variance. I want answers from everyone. Pooja has posted the answer. Very good, Pooja. Your answer is correct of material mix variance. So 1,30,000 should be in the ratio of 1 is to 2 is to 3. So that will be 21,667. Forty-three, 333. And 65,000. So you guys can calculate material mix variance accordingly. Last is material yield variance. The work was supposed to be completed in 1,20,000 kgs. We consumed 1,30,000 kgs. 10,000 kgs extra into the weighted average rate. That is 4 lakh divided by 1,20,000. So this is the way to solve the question. I'm not getting what you are saying, Pooja. Can you please repeat, or you can please speak to me?
Sir,
Yes, tell me.
sir, you have distributed the standard mix in quantity, but I have distributed it in price, sir.
1:2:3. This is the correct way.
But I'm getting the correct answer, sir, with price also.
It is just a coincidence. You have to distribute it in quantity.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Always quantity. Yes. So the difference is basically the rounding of difference, guys. Anyone else with any doubts or queries? I hope now you are getting better with the concepts of material variances. The more you will practice, the better you will be with the concepts. Request you guys to copy the question and the solution, please. I'll be discussing a question from study material thereafter, illustration number 4.
Sir, hello,
Yes,
sir. Sir, in material yield variance, there is a 1,20,000 is
your
deduct
voice is
from
not coming
output,
properly.
actual output, sir.
Your voice is
Sir,
not coming
in a
properly.
material,
Tell me.
sir, hello, sir, am I audible?
Yes, but its
Hello, sir.
voice is breaking. Yeah, tell me.
Sir,
Your
there is
name?
a Mehak, sir.
Mehak. Yes, Mehak, tell me.
Sir, in material yield variance, there is a 1,20,000. It's deduct from actual output, sir.
Actual
2,000.
input. Actual input. 1,20,000. See, my actual output is how much? 2,000 units, right?
Yes, sir.
My actual output is 2,000 units. How much inputs were required to manufacture this 2,000 units?
1,30,000, sir.
But 1,20,000.
Okay, sir.
See, Mehak, आपको कितना input चाहिए था to manufacture 2,000 units?
1,20,000, sir.
But actually, we took how much of inputs? Actually, how many kgs were consumed?
1,30,000.
How much extra we consumed?
10,000.
Now, these 10,000 can be of A, B, C. So that's why we are taking the weighted average price.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Perfect?
Okay, sir. Understood.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Anil,
sir.
I hope your queries are resolved. And Suhaira, I hope your queries are resolved. Anil and Suhaira.
Sir, good morning, sir. I'm audible.
Yes, your name?
Anil, sir.
Yes, Anil, tell
Sir,
me.
like how will this output and how will this entire scenario gets impacted when we get the normal loss or abnormal loss? Like how to handle that? Could you please?
See, the things are very simple. When in terms of abnormal loss, we will not be considering abnormal loss. Normal loss, if it is mentioned in the question, we have to take the normal loss.
Okay, then we'll be calculating revised standard
See,
after
for revised
deducting.
standard, we have to always check the output. If the output is same, no need to calculate revised standard. But if the output is different, be it of 100 units also, let's say budgeted data is given for 2,000 units of output and actual data is given for 1,800 units of output. In that case also, we have to prepare revised standard.
If the output is given after deducting normal loss from the output, right, sir?
In many questions, you will not find normal loss also. See, herein in this question also, the budgeted data is given for 10 units of output, actual data is given for 2,000 units of output. So in this question, there is no normal loss.
Okay, sir. Good.
Right?
Thank you, sir.
Anything else?
No, sir. Got it.
Crystal clear now? If anything there is there, you can speak to me. That's okay. I can explain it
No,
again.
sir. Clear, clear. Thank you.
Yes, Suhaira, I hope your query is resolved. Suhaira? Okay. I request you guys to open your study material. I'll be discussing illustration number 4 from study material. So let's start with illustration number 4. ABC Limited produces an article by lending two basic raw material. It operates a standard costing system and the following standards have been set for a raw material. Wherein the standard mix is 40%, 60%, the price is 4 and 3, the standard loss is 15%. During the month of April, 700 kgs of finished output were produced, and the position of stock and the purchases for the month of April is given, wherein the opening stock is given, closing stock is given, and the purchase during the year is given. opening stock of material is valued at standard price, you are required to calculate all the material variances. So let's start with this question, illustration number 4. I'll be preparing the master chart for your reference. Then you can try to solve all the variances. So let's start with illustration number 4. I'll be using the same pattern to solve all the questions of material variances and labor variances. So let's start with illustration number 4. How much? 830. So opening stock is 35, consumed is 800, and closing stock is 5. So this will be 830. For B also, opening stock is 40. Raw material purchased is 1200 and closing stock is 50. So this will be 1190. Now let's put it in the master chart. We'll be using FIFO method, that is first in, first out. We will be using so for A, very simple, the raw material consumed is 830, of which 35 will be consumed from the opening stock. Out of 830, 35 will be consumed from the opening stock. Out of 830 raw material, 35 will be consumed from opening stock and 795 will be from the purchases that are made during the year. So herein the total will be 830. Similarly for B also, 40 will be consumed from the opening stock and 1190 minus 40, then 1150 will be consumed from the purchases that are made during the year. Further, the price of opening stock is the same as that of standard price, that is standard price is 4 and 3. So herein it will be 4 and herein it will be 3. And when talking about purchase price, see, we can calculate the purchase price. That is 3400 is the amount what we have paid for 800 kgs. So per kg we have paid 4.25. Similarly, here in the second case also 3000 we have paid for 1200 kgs. So the purchase price is 2.5. So my total inputs are 2020 and my output is how much? It is given in the question, that is 1700 kgs. So we can say my normal loss will be 320. Further, the total actual cost will be 35 into 4 plus this is the actual cost and this is the budgeted data. Anyone with any doubts or queries in this part? Since the budgeted output and actual output are not same, we will prepare revised standard. $40 for 85 output. So for 1700 output, how much? So this will be 800. Similarly, 60 for 85 output. This will be 1200. Total will be 2000. So this master chart is now ready. Anyone with any doubts or queries, once you are done with this master chart, you can solve any question with ease.
Sir,
Yes?
I'm Suhaira, sir. So,
Yes, Suhaira.
can you once again explain me the actual prices?
Huh?
Actual price, sir. Can you once again explain me the actual price?
Okay.
Thank
So
you,
see,
sir.
when talking about actual price, we are using FIFO method. So total 830 kgs were consumed. So FIFO method 35 will be from opening stock and 795 will be from the purchases that are made during the year. So when talking about the price of opening stock, it is similar to the standard price, right, Suhaira?
Yeah, sir.
Now, when talking about this price, this is from what? The purchases that are made during the year. So when talking about the purchases that are made during the year, very simple. See, we have purchased 800 kgs for 3400, right? So this will be 4.25. Similarly for B, we paid 3000 for 1200 kgs. So this will be 2.5. I hope it is clear now.
Yes, understood, sir. They have mentioned in the question that the opening stock is valued at standard price. Okay, sir.
Yes, it is given in the question.
Okay, sir, that I can see, sir. Thank you, sir.
Anyone else with any doubts or queries? The inputs are how much? 830 plus 1190, 2020, and see the actual output is given in the question, that is 1700. So the balancing figure will be my normal loss, Lohit. I hope it is clear. So once this master chart is ready, you can solve any question. So fine, guys, let's take a break. In the meanwhile, it's a break for me, not for you guys. Try to complete this question in 15 minutes. Thereafter, we'll start with the next part of the chapter, that is labor variances. So I request you guys to complete this question during the break. Let's take a break of 15 minutes. Admin sir, are you there? Admin sir? Admin sir, are you there? Admin sir, are you there? Fine, guys, let's take a break of 15 minutes. Admin sir, are you there? Admin sir? Students, please check, am I live over YouTube? Students, please check, am I live over YouTube?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hello? Yes, sir. You are live on YouTube, sir.
Okay. Fine, friends. So we are done with material variances. So now let's move towards the next part of the chapter wherein we'll be investigating the labor department. So let's start with labor variances now. So let's start with labor variances. When talking about labor variances also, the basis of comparison is output. The basis of comparison is what? Output. So now let's start with a very basic question. Let's say budgeted data is given in the question. For manufacturing every 1 unit of a product, one second, friends. For manufacturing 1 unit of a product, let's say 3 types of labor is required: skilled, semi-skilled, and unskilled. The skilled workers are working for 2 hours. Semi-skilled workers are working for 3 hours and unskilled workers are working for 5 hours. Total 10 hours. When talking about the labor rate, we are paying them 5 rupees for an hour to skilled. This is the budgeted data given for manufacturing every unit of output. When talking about the actual data, let's say the actual output is 5,000 units. When talking about the actual skilled hours, we took 9,000 hours for skilled, 17,000 hours for semi-skilled, and 30,000 hours for unskilled. $56,000 hours in aggregate we consume to manufacture 5,000 units. Further, when talking about the rate also, the rate is given in the question, that is 7, 2.75 and 1.5. So this will be 45,000. So this is the budgeted data and actual data given in the question. Now see, my first question to all, as in labor also the basis of comparison is output. So my first question, are these two figures comparable, yes or no? Are these two figures comparable, yes or no? Yes, well said guys, everyone. So can we make them comparable? Yes, we can make them comparable by preparing revised standard. We have to prepare revised standard. Now the question is how, with the same concept what we discussed in material, can you guys tell me what will be the revised standard quantity of skilled, semi-skilled and unskilled?
Sir, 2 into 500.
Wait, don't speak. Just do post your answers. My budgeted output is 1 unit and my actual output is 5,000 unit. So what will be the revised standard quantity? My actual output is 5,000 units. So what will be the revised? Very good, Nikunj. Now it is correct. Budgeted output is 1 unit. Actual output is 5,000 unit. So what will be my revised hours? Yes. So now Nikunj, it is correct. Lohit, it is correct. Khushi, please check the number of zeros. Very good, Pooja. Pooja, please check the number of zeros. Khushi, please check the number of zeros. Nikunj, very good. Please check the number of zeros, Pooja. Khushi, now it is correct. Very good. Yes, Mehak, Surindra, waiting for your answer. Very good, Anil. Very good, Tanmay. Kambira, Prachi, Suhaira, Maithili. So see, 1 unit required 2 hours. So 5,000 units, how many hours? 10,000 hours. Similarly, 1 unit, 3 hours. 5,000 units, how many hours? 15,000 hours. 1 unit, 5 hours. 5,000 units, how many hours? 25,000 hours. So this will be 50,000. This will be 45,000. And this will be 50,000. Total will be 1,45,000. And total input will be 50,000. So guys, do make a note of it. The concepts are just similar to what we have discussed till now in material variance. So for the what we used to do in material variance, first we used to check the budgeted data and actual data. So in labor also the same thing. Budgeted output and actual output. Budgeted data is for 1 unit, actual data is for 5,000 units. So just like material, in labor variance also we will prepare the revised standard. So herein, budgeted hours are 2 for 1 unit. So for 5,000 units, 10,000 hours. Similarly, for semi-skilled, it is 15,000 and for unskilled, it is 25,000. So the concept is just like material variances. Anyone with any doubts or queries till now? Very good, Gayatri. Very good, Mehak. Now, the first thing what we used to do in material is what? Material cost variance. So herein, the variance will be what? Labor cost variance. Just like material, we have to calculate labor cost variance, that is 1,45,000 minus 154. Copy paste of material. Instead of material, we'll be using labor. That's it. Alternatively, how come we got 142? And how come you got 154, 750? 9,000 into 7. 17,000 into 2.75. And 30,000 into 1.5. So standard hours into standard rate minus then favorable. The total will be 9750. Anyone with any doubts or queries? Yes, no change, no difference in material and labor cost variance. The concepts are just copy paste. Now herein, what we used to calculate material price variance, we used to compare the price. So in labor, it will not be price, it will be labor rate variance. Instead of price, it will be labor rate. So first it will be 5, 3 and 2 minus the actual rate is 7, 2.75. So it will be 18,000 adverse. This will be 4250 favorable. Anyone with any doubts or queries? Very good, Nikunj. Very good, Tanmay. I hope you guys are thorough with the concepts. We work. So we can call it as labor time or efficiency also. Labor time or efficiency variance. So again, the same way, the hours we were supposed to work 10,000. The hours we actually worked 9,000, 17,000 and 30,000 into my rate, that is 5, 3 and 2. So this will be 5,000 favorable. This will be 6,000 adverse. And this will be 10,000 adverse. So this is all what about labor time or efficiency variance. I hope this part is clear to all. Anyone with any doubts or queries? Yes, Surinder, Mehak, Nisha, Mathili, any doubts? Kambira, Lohit, Suhaira, Prachi, anyone with any doubts or queries? Pooja, Anil, Ashok, Gabbar, Hemin, Ankita, any doubts? Mujahid, any doubts? Nisha, Satyendra, any doubts? Gayatri, Setia, I hope you are thorough with the concepts. Very good, everyone. So now again, herein also two parts. Herein it was material mix variance. So herein it will be labor mix variance. So 56,000 is the total hours we worked. It should be in the ratio of 2:3:5. So 56,000 should be in the ratio of 2:3:5. Very good, Nikunj. So 11,200. So this should be my standard mix. 56,000 should be the ratio of 2:3:5. My actual mix was 9,000. Into the rate. So this will be 4,000 adverse. This will be 600 adverse. And this will be 11,000 favorable. Herein it was material yield variance. So herein it will be labor yield, or if we are calling it as time, then it can be efficiency, or it can be sub-efficiency also. Variance. The work was supposed to be completed in 50,000 hours. We completed in 56,000 hours. Into the weighted average rate. $17,400 we took extra, so this will be adverse. So the concept is just like material cost, so labor cost, material price, so labor rate, material usage, instead this will be labor time, material mix, it will be labor mix, and here in material yield, labor yield. The formulas are also just like material, standard hours into standard rates, actual hour into actual rate. Labor rate also, now you can frame formula standard rate minus actual rate into actual hours. Labor time also or efficiency also, standard hours minus actual hours into standard rate. Mix also same, standard mix minus actual hours into standard rate, and yield also standard hours minus standard mix into standard rate. So this is the way to solve the question on labor variance. If you guys have any doubts or queries, you guys can post your queries. In the meanwhile, giving you 2 to 3 minutes time to copy everything, write down your comments in your notebook that this is what I have understood and this is what sir taught. Every time you can't check recorded session. So whatever I'm speaking, do note it down for better understanding and better understanding of the concept and better clarity. So giving you 5 minutes time to copy everything and note down the concepts what I have discussed. In the meanwhile, those who have any doubts or queries, you guys can post your queries.
Sir,
Yes, tell me.
efficiency rate for standard R oblique actual R into 100, right?
आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही है. कौन बोल रहे हैं आप? महक?
Sir, Pooja.
Yes, Pooja, tell me.
Sir, efficiency rate if asked then standard R oblique actual R into 200, right, sir?
I'm not getting what you're saying. Your voice is breaking, Pooja.
Sir, if in question asked efficiency rate, then standard R oblique actual
Efficiency
R into 100.
variance. Efficiency variance. So efficiency variance मतलब क्या होता है? See, very simple, पूजा. कितने घंटे में काम होना चाहिए थे और हमने कितने hours में काम किया? So how much hours we should have taken? 10,000 hours of skill, but we actually took only 9,000 hours. So we worked efficiently. जो काम 10,000 hours में होना चाहिए था 9,000 hours में ही हो गया. So we worked efficiently. So that is efficiency variance. You can easily calculate. This is the easiest way to solve the question. You can simply calculate by standard hours minus standard mix. So these are the standard hours. This is the standard mix. Into the standard rate, you will get the answers. Pooja, any other doubts? I think your network is not that good, so you can just post your query. See, Gayatri, as discussed in the previous session also, there are 2 to 3 ways to calculate yield variance. So I'm just discussing the easiest possible way, Gayatri.
Sir, what is the formula for labor yield efficiency, sir? You mentioned.
Standard hours minus standard mix into standard rate, just like material. Standard quantity minus standard mix into standard price. So this is the way.
Okay, sir.
Anyone else with any doubts or queries? Mehak, hopefully your query is resolved. Yes, Mehak.
Yes, sir. Clear.
Pooja, any doubts? Yes, Pooja. You are not audible, Pooja.
Sir,
Hello. Yes.
sir, if efficiency rate is given, then standard R
Efficiency rate
oblique
is not
actual.
given. Efficiency is measured in terms of hours, not in terms of rate, Pooja. Efficiency means what? That एक काम करने के लिए कितने आवर्स लगने चाहिए थे और हमने कितने सॉरी एक काम करने के लिए कितने आवर्स लगने चाहिए थे और हमने कितने आवर्स लगाए. That is what we call as efficiency. And since all these variances are to be measured in monetary terms, so that's why we multiplied it by standard rate, Pooja. I hope it is clear.
Sir, if in question asked efficiency rate, calculate efficiency rate, then sir,
Efficiency rate, I'm not getting. So suppose the work was supposed to be completed in 10,000 hours, right? Right?
yes, sir.
And you took 12,000 hours, right? So the point is you worked inefficiently. This is what I'm saying. Or else, if you have any question, just post your question. I'll just address your query. I'm not getting what you're asking, Pooja.
Sir, in chapter 2, efficiency rate, standard R oblique actual R into 100.
Which chapter? CMA-inter@ICAI.in. I'll talk to you personally, Pooja. Okay?
Okay, sir.
CMA. Do mention my name. I'll address your query, Pooja. Okay? CMA-inter@ICAI.in. Along with the question, a scanned copy of the question and your query, you just mail me. I'll be addressing your query. Just mail me today only. I'll be addressing your query. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, do it today only. Anyone else? Anyone else with any doubts or queries? Yes, Khushi, Mehak, Pooja, Tanmay, Anil, Ashok, any doubts or queries? Now see guys, let's take one more scenario. Let's take one more scenario. Thank you so much, Mehak. Thank you so much. Now see guys, let's take one more scenario in which idle hours are also given. For 3 set skilled, semi-skilled and unskilled. So let's say idle hours are given 500, 400 and 100. So total it will be 1000. So now this is what my hours actually paid for. So this will be my paid hours. And we will be able to calculate actual hours worked. Generally, every company do pay for idle time also. That is, if they are in a canteen, or if there is any machine breakdown or general idle hours, the company do pay for idle hours. So this much company actually paid. However, of this paid hours, following are my idle hours. So when talking about the actual hours worked, we can easily calculate actual hours worked. So my total hours paid were 9,000. Of this, they work for the idle hours were 500. So my hours worked will be 8,500 for skilled. For semi-skilled, the actual hours worked will be 16,600. And herein it will be 29,900. So this will be 55,000. A small change in the question. So if idle hours are given in the question, that is this much is the idle time. 1 second. So if idle hours are given in the question, so this will be my actual hours paid. Generally, every company do pay for their idle hours. So herein, this will not be my hours worked. From hours worked, we will minus idle hours. We will get actual hours worked. So hours paid minus idle hours, we will get actual hours worked. So if idle hours are given in the question, there will be no change in cost, rate, and time variance. There will be no change in cost, rate, and time variance. However, a new variance will come into the picture, that is idle time variance. Since it's a loss to the company, so these variances will be adverse only. So 500 hours, 400 hours, and 100 hours into the rate 5, 3, and 2. So this will be 2,500 adverse, 1,200 adverse, and 200 adverse. So now 3,900 will be idle time variance. Now very important guys, very important. See the difference is of 50,000 and 56,000. See the total difference of hours is 50,000 and 56,000. Of this will be 7,400 favorable. And just like that labor, the work was supposed to be completed in 50,000 hours. It is actually completed in 55,000 hours. So 5,000 hours is my inefficiency into the weighted average rate, that is 145 divided by 50. So this will be 14,500 adverse. Again, idle time variance plus mix plus yield will be time. Time plus rate will be cost. So this is the way we guys have to deal if the idle time is given in the question. Anyone with any doubts or queries, you guys can post your queries. One more point, alternate solution is possible wherein we are placing idle time here. Alternatively, we can place idle time variance here. If we place idle time variance here, the time variance will change. The time variance will be calculated as 10,000 minus 8,500, 15,000 minus 16,600, 25,000 minus 29,900. So very simple concept. अगर idle time का effect आप इधर से हटाते हो, तो these figures will come into picture here only. But since we are removing the effect of idle time here, so mix and yield will be calculated using these figures. So both the approaches are correct. I request you guys to copy the solution. Anyone with any doubts or queries, you guys can post your queries. I'm done with the explanation part. Waiting for your queries.
Sir, am I
Yes,
audible?
anyone with... Yes, Suhaira, tell me. Yes, tell me.
Hello, sir, am I audible?
Yes, your name?
Sir, I'm Suhaira.
Yeah, Suhaira, tell me.
If the question has given
What? You're not audible, Suhaira. Yes, Suhaira, tell me. Wait, I'll unmute you. Yes, Mehak. You can unmute.
sir,
Yes, Suhaira, tell me now.
yeah, sir. Sir, if the question has given ideal time, then we have to take actual time worked for computing everything, sir.
I'm not getting. Can you be please bit more loud, Suhaira?
Sir, if the question has given ideal time, we have to compute everything using actual time worked, sir.
See, very simple, Suhaira. Will there be any change in cost variance? No, there will be no change in cost variance because we are paying them for this much of hours, not this much of hours, right, Suhaira?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, rate also again we will be, since we are paying them for this much hours, so rate will be calculated using these hours only, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, we are not placing idle time here, right? We are
Yes, sir.
placing here. So again, the time variance will be calculated using this hours only. Okay, this much is clear.
Sir, yes, sir. But the question will mention that we are paying for the time worked on this.
No,
Or
it's
is it?
up to you. Both the approaches are correct. You can put it here also, you can put it here also. Both the approaches are correct. So if you are
Okay,
putting up
sir.
here, see, let's say these idle time now, 500, 400, 100, you are putting up here. So here idle time variance will come, right?
Yes, sir.
If idle time variance come here, then time variance will be calculated using these figures because we have removed the effect of idle time here only. So now time variance will be calculated using actual hours worked rather than actual hours paid. I hope it is clear now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now see,
Clear.
we have not considered here, so we are considering the paid hours only. But we have placed here, so now here and onwards, all the variances will be calculated using actual hours worked.
Okay, sir.
Anyone else with any doubts or queries? You can speak to me. Pooja, any doubts? Lohit, any doubts? Ramchandra, Anil? Ankita, Bharat, Avjeet? Someone want to speak? Yes, tell me.
Sir, if in MCQ it is asked, then
Your
what
name, your
approach we
name,
will
your name.
consider? Pooja, sir. Pooja, sir.
Yes, Pooja, tell me.
Sir, if MCQ it is asked, then what approach we will consider, sir, for idle time?
You can place it here for MCQs. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Anyone else? Yes, Gayatri, Methili, I hope you are thorough with the concepts. Tanmay, Nikunj, any doubts? Prachi? So fine, guys. All the questions of material and labor variances are homework for you. Try to solve the questions what I have discussed. Yes, Nikunj, well said that only thing extra is the idle time variance. Rest everything is same. So the homework for you guys today, all the questions of study material relating to material and labor variances, be it practical problems or be it illustration, try to complete it properly. In the next session, I'll be asking I'll be just, I'll be taking all your queries relating to study material and we'll be discussing fixed and variable overhead variances. Thereafter, we'll be covering the missing figure questions and few tricky questions from past examination. So thank you so much, guys, for your time and patience and for active participation in the session. I think many students attempted the questions what I have put up in the class. So I appreciate your efforts. Be it right, be it wrong, that's okay. No worries. But do write your own solution. See, if you will make a mistake, then trust me, if I'll correct it, then you will not repeat the mistake. That is what I can assure you. So if you guys are making mistakes, that's okay. At least once you are doing mistakes, and if I'm correcting all your mistakes, you will remember that point while revising that, okay, this is the mistake I did and sir corrected it. So try to attempt the questions what I'm putting up in the class. That is what I expect from you guys. And further complete your homework and come prepared for the coming session. Till then, take care of yourself. God bless you. See you soon. Thank you so much. Admin sir, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Admin sir?
Any issue, sir?
Yes, I'm done, sir.
Sir, you can leave.
Yeah.